Hi, friends. Kiana here. I use all pronouns, and I am a resident yoga teacher at the SFLGBT Center. Today, I am here in the beautiful Buena Vista Park, and we are focusing on practices that support our overall emotional health and wellness and just overall well being. Today's emotional support practice is centered around anxiety and fear and how we can support ourselves through breath and movement in the ways that support the body, support us individually. So take a moment to find a comfortable seat. If you prefer to lay down, please do that. Anything that I say throughout the class is simply an offering, an invitation. You are going to know your body better than I know your body, so please listen to your body. Find a comfortable seat. Notice the body, notice your breath, notice your posture. Take a deep breath in and a smooth breath out. One more full breath in. Long breath out. Take a moment to find a rootedness in your sits bones, length through the crown of the head. Notice your shoulders. Are they coming up towards your ears? Can you guide them back and down your spine as if you were leaning up against a wall? Feel the support of the earth beneath you, and notice the support of the breath within you. Maybe ask yourself what support you need in showing up and feeling emotion today. We'll start with a cleansing breath together. Start by exhaling all of your air out. Then take a deep breath in. Open breath out, open mouth exhale. We'll start today's practice with a body scan. So whatever comfortable position you're in, take a moment to notice the toes, maybe wiggle them. Notice the ankles and the calves, your knees and your quads, your glutes and your hips, noticing without judgment. Can you notice the lower belly? Maybe you feel it as you breathe. The torso, the heart, the chest. Can you find an openness across it? Notice your shoulders, any tension there. Can you let it melt away just a little bit? Your upper arms to your elbows, to your forearms, to your fingertips. Maybe you give them a little wiggle. Coming all the way back up to your shoulders, your neck, the back of the head, to the ears, to the face. Can you relax your eyes and your mouth and create awareness just above the crown of the head? Take a moment to notice where you are at today. What percentage, be it 0 or 100%, as we flow, can you let that be your 100% today? Take a smooth breath in and a slow breath out. Notice what comes up when you are anxious or afraid. Notice what comes up when things feel hard, when you get distracted by a sound. Maybe your mind goes to a past moment of fear or anxiety. Can you notice without judgment? Can you notice with kindness and compassion? That's what happens when you can find ways to support yourself emotionally Give yourself grace to lead and flow with kindness. Place one hand on the heart and the other hand on top of that. Maybe find a slight press inward or a slight rub on your chest so that you can create an awareness there. A moment for gratitude. A moment to pause. Then, as you're ready, release the palms down by your side. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Create an awareness of your space, of your body, of your breath. Maybe you look around. Maybe I get to look around the park. Maybe you get to look around your room. Then take your time and meet me in tabletop position. If you were like me and sitting on your legs for a while, maybe you shift them, shake them out. No matter where you are, if you need a little bit of movement, feel free to take that. Then as you're ready, find a stable tabletop position, spreading the fingers. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees, and knees are about hip distance apart. Take a smooth breath in, and a slow breath out. Then inhale, find cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze, tailbone comes up. On an exhale, find cat, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, find cow pose. Exhale, find cat. One more time. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. As you're ready, return to a neutral tabletop position. And stay here for a moment. Can you notice your breath? Can you notice your mind? Maybe notice your heart. What support is needed in this moment? And what support is needed when fear is present? As you're ready, tuck the toes. Take a moment here. And then find hovering tabletop. Hovering the knees slightly off of the earth. Can you breathe into the sensation that comes up here? Maybe your breath gets a little bit tighter. Maybe your muscles feel a little bit tenser. How can you breathe into the sensation for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1? Inhale. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal through the fingers, bend the knees, or take any intuitive movement that feels good in your body. For me, swaying my hips from side to side feels really, really good. Press evenly into the fingertips to take weight out of the wrists, and then allow your shoulders to slide further down your back and slightly internally rotate your upper arm. Maybe find a deep bend in your down dog. Create a little bit of relief. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Take a moment here, releasing your head and your neck. Maybe shifting from side to side. Good inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press evenly into the feet. Reach, rise, inhale. On the exhale, hands come heart center, landing by your side to Dhammasana. Take a moment here. We're going to find a groundedness in our feet. So lift your toes, then press them down like buttons. Find an even press in the soles of the feet. Feel that firm groundedness here. And from that press, can you activate the calves, the quads, kind of a similar body scan as we did at the beginning of class. The hips, engage through the core. On an inhale, guide your shoulders up toward your ears. On an exhale, they come back down your spine. Root into the feet, lift through the crown of the head. Feel a very engaged Tadasana variation. Feel a rootedness. Maybe engage every muscle of your body. Stay here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly release. Stay here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Now, can you find an in-between? An activation up in your muscles that is a balance between effort and ease. Stay here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, arms come all the way up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, dive it forward and forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Lift the hands, step your right foot back. Your right foot back. Lower. And tuck the toes. Inhale, rise all the way up to your low line. Can you stay here and breathe? Guide your hands to your front thigh. Take a moment here. Find a firm press in the sole of the front foot, a press in the back shin. Maybe guide your hips forward to find a little bit of emotional release or a little bit of hip release. The emotions can be stored in the hips, so watch out. Breathe here for a moment. Then inhale, arms come all the way up. On the exhale, open the heart. Cactus the arms. Inhale, arms right. Exhale, take it forward and fold. Root into that right palm. Inhale, left fingertip rise. Open, twist. Roll through that wrist. Also release the palm back to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Step back to plank. Stay here for a moment and breathe. Then inhale, shift forward. On the exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes, press through the tops of the feet. Allow your forehead to rest on the earth. Take a moment to feel the groundedness here. Then inhale, find cobra. Heart comes forward, hips come down. Feel a heaviness in the toes. And as you're ready, release. One more time, peel the heart forward, find cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, press through tabletop of plank, maybe downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out through the feet here. Find that intuitive movement. Find your breath. And create the space once again to notice. Can you continue to stay with your breath here, even in the simple moment? And as you're ready, inhale, look forward. On the exhale, be in a forward fold at the top of your mat. This time, find a ragdoll variation. So deep bend in the knees. Let's go to the inner elbow creases. Allow your head to hang heavy and find a sway from side to side. Release your fingertips here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and inhale, rise all the way up, press into both feet. On the exhale, palms come to heart center. And back in your Tadasana. Stay here and breathe. Maybe you close the eyes and create an awareness of the body. Awareness of the space. Noticing if your mind drifts without judgment. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Inhale, arms rise, maybe gaze open. Exhale, dive it forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold with the hands the straight of your left foot down. Lower the left leg, untuck the left toes. Inhale, rise all the way up. Low lunge. Good. Stay here and breathe. You can guide your hands to that front thigh. You can create a little bit of a front hip release there. To increase that sensation, you can engage the back glute to right. Continue to find a liftedness in the shoulders through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Stay here. Gaze up, look up. On an exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take it forward and fold. Root into that left palm this time. Inhale, open twist, right fingertips rise. And exhale, take it down. Tuck the back toes. Step back to plank. Stay here and breathe. Option to keep the toes together to increase the sensation in the core. You can keep the toes about hip distance apart, or you can even drop the knees. We'll stay here for 4. Feel it for 3. Inhale for 2. And 1. Shift forward. Slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Press through the tops of the feet. Inhale, find cobra, heart forward. Exhale and release. One more time. Inhale, cobra, heart forward. Exhale and release. Tuck the toes, press through tabletop plank. This time we're going to meet from downward facing dog into child's pose. Take your time to get there. Feel free to pedal out before you land. With your knees to the wide edges of the mat, big toes come to touch. Hips sink towards your heels. Child's pose. Can you notice your breath? Feel the sense of surrender to the earth. Stay here for one more inhale. And one more exhale. Low child's pose is here anytime you need it. And as you're ready, meet me back in tabletop position. We'll take one more hovering tabletop. Flex the toes, and then hover the knees about an inch or two off of the earth. You've been here before. How can you breathe through it? In the same way that you have to breathe through some of the less fun emotions. Can you stay here for 4? For 3, for 2, for 1, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your downward dog, any intuitive movement you would like. Then as you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. On the exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, add some circles, add some movement here. Inhale, 3-leg dog. On the exhale, knee comes in towards the chest, bring the foot in between the hands. Take a moment to notice here, how's your stance? Something a little bit closer and more narrow is going to create a little bit of an issue with balance. So we want something that's a little bit wider, more like a train track. Press evenly into both feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Come up into your high crescent lunge. Stay here and breathe. Okay. Rooting into both feet, finding a groundedness here, tapping into the breath. Take an inhale, lift. On the exhale, we'll cactus just one time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, find your warrior 2. Press into that front foot. Notice the front heel. Can it be in line with that back arch? Then take your fingertips out, take up space. In times of intense emotions, we always have our breath, so we're going to work with our breath here. Flip both palms. Inhale, guide the energy upward and straight through that front knee. Exhale, we'll return to our warrior two. Wait. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Find that easy twist. Root into that right palm. Inhale, open twist. Exhale and release. Inhale, three-leg dog. Left toes rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your options are to roll forward to plank. Take your vinyasa, lowering half fire all the way down. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. On the exhale, roll back in downward facing dog, or you can even take child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths, creating the space to pause and breathe. That's great. So you can be noticing your emotions, noticing your heart, your body. Inhale, right toes rise up towards the sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, add some circles, add some movement. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes into the chest, plant the foot in between the hands. Notice your stance once more. Then as you're ready, adjust as needed and press all the way up into your high crescent lunge. Stay here and breathe. Find your stability in your stance. Then inhale, lift. On the exhale, we cactus just one time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior two. Same thing as the other side. Notice your stance and adjust as needed. Then extend your arms out. Notice your shoulders. Can you melt them down your back body? Then flip both palms. Inhale. Energy upward, straighten through that front leg. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms downward into that left palm. This time, inhale, open twist. Exhale and release. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa if you want it. We'll all meet in child's pose. Allow yourself to land here and breathe. Can you feel into the full capacity of the breath? Breathing into all side bodies. Then inhale to find a little bit more length through the fingertips. On the exhale, start to walk your hands over to the right. Can you maintain a rootedness in that left hip and maybe guide your left fingertip slightly more in front of your right, or maybe stack your left palm on top? Take one more inhale and a long, slow exhale. Then inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Once again, rooting through the opposite hip. Feel into the right side bodies. Release your head and your neck. Take one more inhale. And a long, slow exhale. Inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, release. Take one more moment, pause here. A long, slow, deep breath. And as you're ready, spider tent the fingers. Walk them back towards your knees. And then shift through east. So we'll meet in butterfly pose here. The soles of the feet come together. Find that rootedness in the hips here. Find length in the spine. All the way through the crown of the head. Inhale, shoulders come up towards your ears. Exhale, they come back and down. Inhale, find just a little bit more length. On the exhale, bring it forward. Elbows can come into the inner thighs to increase the sensation a little bit. Create the space to notice and breathe. In moments of fear and moments of anxiety, where does your breath go? Is there any way that you can slow it down and let it be your anchor, even in times of disarray? Take one more breath here. Hello. Well, I have a friend. And that is the whole point, is to know that in moments of disarray and moments of unexpectedness that you still have your breath. So slow it down. Allow yourself to tune in. Then as you're ready, come up, close your knees like a book, and then transition to bridge pose. So allow your torso to come fully onto your mat. Place the soles of the feet on the earth. Press evenly into them. Maybe you can graze your ankles with your fingertips. Then as you're ready, inhale, lift, press into both feet. Push up. In our bridge pose. Press evenly into both feet. Inhale, lift the hips off of the earth. Stay here and breathe. Act as if there was a block in between your thighs. In the engagement of your quads, can you find a little bit of grace, a little bit of relief? Stay here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly lower and release. Bring the knees into the chest. Find a rock from side to side. Massage your low back. Notice the support of the earth beneath you here. Then as you're ready, hug the right knee into the chest. Place the sole of the left foot onto the earth. Flex your right toes. Find reclined pigeon by guiding your ankle onto that left knee. You can stay here, or if you want to increase the sensation, you can interlace behind the thigh. No matter where you are, continue to pull that knee away from the torso and do your best to keep your shoulders on the earth. Take one more inhale and a long, slow exhale. Slowly release, and we'll switch to the other side. Releasing the sole of the right foot onto the earth, hugging that left knee into the chest, flex the left toes, then find reclined pigeon on the other side. Always an option to keep your feet exactly where they are. Like you can interlace, guiding that left knee away from the torso. Notice your breath. Take one more moment. Slowly release. Release your sole of the foot back to the earth. And then we'll do a quick supine twist. So bring the knees into the chest. Bring your arms out into a T. Bump your hips over to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. Maybe you look over that right shoulder. Breathing here. Come back to center as you're ready. And I'll switch it over to the other side, bumping the hips to the left and the knees to the right this time. Maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. Taking your time, slowly bring your knees back into the chest. Maybe wrap your fingers or your hands around your shins. Just find a nice rock from side to side, or create circles with your back to massage your low back. Then as you're ready, find your Shavasana, extending your legs out in front of you. Arms by your side. Take a moment to land fully on the earth. We'll take a cleansing breath together. Start by exhaling all of your air out. We've been smooth time. We'll cleanse. Take one more cleansing breath together. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Land in your Shavasana. Allowing yourself to melt right to the earth. Allowing the sounds around you to be there without judgment, without needing them to change. Creating presence in the self. You guys are ready.
Keep doing happy.
Great awareness, the breath. Elongating your inhales and your exhales. Allowing them to match. Take your time to create movement in the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe rolling out the wrists or the ankles. On an inhale, find a nice victorious body stretch, stretching your arms up and overhead, your toes toward the front edge of the mat. And as you're ready, find a supported fetal position. Bring the knees into the chest and then rolling over to one side, you decide.
Good.
In your supported fetal pose, maybe one arm acts as a pillow and the other hand grounds you into the earth. Take a moment of pause here. A moment to notice, a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
Feel into the support of the earth beneath you. Tap into the support of the breath within you. Maybe ask yourself what support you need in taking this practice off of your mat and into your day.
Right here.
As you're ready, slowly press up to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed and gaze low. You're into your sits bones. Hands can be face down on the knees to ground or face up to receive. Find light through the crown of the head all the way to the spine, the base of the spine. As you're ready, place one hand on your heart and the other palm on top of it. Find a slight press inward as you give gratitude for yourself, for showing up here today. And we'll take one last cleansing breath together to close. Start by exhaling all of your air out. Then take a deep inhale. Pause at the top. Take one more sip. Open mouth, exhale, let something go. When it comes to emotional support around fear and anxiety, it can be easy to forget that we always have our breath. So how can slowing it down help support you in the things that come up, expected or unexpected? I hope you're able to take something from today's practice that will support you in taking it off of your mat. And to close, I like to end in gratitude. Gratitude for the ancestors who have come before us. Gratitude for these ancient healing teachings that originate in East Asia, India, and North Africa. And gratitude to you for showing up here today. With that, I bow to you and say thank you. Thank you. Okay.